infamous.
Welcome to Podcast and Kill, a channel dedicated to everything horror. In today's video, I wanted to discuss Corey Cunningham and Dr. Mathis and their potential role in Halloween Ends. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with bell notifications turned on so you don't miss out on my next video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on it. Now that the boring part's out of the way, let's jump right into the video. Now, we did not have enough solid evidence into how these two characters are tied in Halloween Ends, but we do know Corey is babysitting a kid that ends up dead that sets off the entire movie. Corey does seem to have some sort of interest or even somewhat of an obsession to Michael.
What are you gonna do when Michael comes back for you?
As it is seen in the TV spots. We also see Michael grab Corey while walking through the sewer, where Michael has been for the last 4 years. We don't have much information surrounding Dr. Mathis as well or his involvement. He was briefly mentioned in Halloween Kills. Now, as far for his role, he could be working at Smith's Grove as a doctor there, or he could be a physician working at Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. Could he possibly have some sort of connection to Michael post Halloween Kills? His role could go either way. Personally, I see him being another psychologist trying to understand Michael to some degree. That seems to be the whole center around these movies, is everyone is trying to understand Michael and figure him out. Maybe he is potentially connected to Dr. Sartain. As we know, Dr. Sartain was a former student of Dr. Loomis. Was Dr. Mathis a former student as well? We don't know, but we all saw how that worked out for Dr. Sartain.
Say something.
Now, does he in some way aid Michael with his wounds he sustained, then meeting his fate upon Michael's recovery? Sort of like the Hermit did back in Halloween 5? That could be a callback. Does Michael stumble into him, even passing out from his wounds? Because, I mean, he was pretty fucked up, let's be honest. Dr. Mathis could make some sort of decision to help him out, with that being his job, you know, the whole Hippocratic Oath. I find this theory to be very interesting and would love to see more on this, or at least some sort of information to see if this is correct or if this is false. Now, I want to address this copycat theory we see going around everywhere. I still stand by my theory that someone dressed as Michael walks upstairs to Laurie. She fatally shoots them. As they tumble downstairs, she rushes down to unmask who she thinks is Michael, only to find out it's someone she knows. Could it be Corey? We don't know. But now that she's accidentally killed this person, which is obviously not Michael and it's the wrong person, she has no need to hold on to the mask after ripping it off. This is where it gets interesting, because in the TV spot, we see a brief clip of Michael leaning down to grab his mask before ultimately going after Laurie for their final and epic fight. With all that being said, here is my possible final thoughts on what goes down. Corey is babysitting a kid who ends up dead. We don't know how that happens. It could be at the hands of Corey, possibly at the hands of Michael, we don't know. Or it could just be a full-on accident, and he doesn't want to take the rap for it. Corey, who has a liking to Michael, may possibly try to push the blame onto him. I mean, he hasn't been around for 4 years, so I mean, nobody would argue with that. Upon going into hiding, he runs into Michael, gets grabbed in the sewer, somehow manages to get a hold of Michael's mask, then decides to don the attire, while causing panic and terror throughout Haddonfield. Somehow Michael catches wind of this. I mean, obviously he's probably going to hear things, I'm sure he's not deaf obviously, and decides to hunt down Corey. I imagine primarily to get his mask back. I mean, that is his. I mean, well, technically he did steal it from the hardware store back in '78, but you know, hey, it is what it is. He ends up at Laurie's house after she shoots who she believes is Michael, but turns out to be Corey, and then we have our final showdown. Now, we all know we do not want either of them to die, but someone has to die. I do not see it being Michael due to contract issues. I believe they're not allowed to kill him off, but I could be just speculating. I'm not 100% on that, so if someone in the comments has more knowledge on that, feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to know more on this matter. The franchise has killed off Laurie in the past, so that definitely would not surprise me if they killed her off again. I do not think I would be upset at it, seeing as how it is the most foreseeable outcome here. Now, they could have a final showdown where they kill each other. That could be a solid ending. I mean, I know we don't want to see him die, but someone's got to die. But what do you guys think about this? Does this theory seem legit, or am I reaching? To me, it makes the most sense, but not everyone's going to agree all the time. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this. That's all I have for now. Thank you for watching and have a good night.
I'm fucking